Okay, this is a lot of wolves. That shouldn't happen. Hello and welcome back to Strategy Nights. Today we're beginning our new playthrough of the game, if you guessed it correctly, Northgard. First of all, we're going to play the Riggs Saga, which we haven't played, of course, and I haven't played it either. It is the first time for me, and after we finish the Riggs Saga, we're going to play the campaign of the new expansion pack that has been released this month. So right here is our chapter 1 called The Exodus. Of course, we're going to replay the story for anyone who wants to see. I'm not going to speak at all during this time. So let's begin.
I am Rig, son of the High King Hargurorf, and this is my saga. It all began one fateful day. My father had gathered all his jarls to make an announcement of the utmost importance. We were to embark for the wondrous lands of Northgard. Riches, conquest, and glory awaited us on this mysterious new continent. But the Norns had other plans for us. Dozens of armed men suddenly poured into the hall and put an abrupt end to our ambitions and to our lives. They were mercenaries, led by a man named Hagen from the clan of the Raven. In a matter of minutes, we were all slaughtered like sheep. All but me, barely conscious and vastly outnumbered. I had no way to fight back, so I feigned death. I seethed as he stole the map of Northgard and ripped the regal horn from my father's throne, a family heirloom and the very symbol of our royalty. I had to avenge my father and reclaim my kinghood.
So that's the prologue of the campaign. Right here we have the chapter 1. Our name is Brand. We're going to play on extreme difficulty. And right here on the info menu we can see that we are the clan of the stag, our starting bonuses, and of course the bonuses that we killed and according to our fame. I'm going to explain a little bit the basic things on this first chapter, and afterwards we're going to speak about the rest.
Left when I encountered a group of runaways of the Stag clan, led by a proud young man named Bran. Hagen's men had set his town aflame, and he had nothing left, not even his father, the clan's jarl, who had died at the hands of the fiend, just like mine. Our common enemy had sailed for Northgard, of which he now had a map. All I could think about was finding him to avenge my father and retrieve the regal horn.
So we are commanding Brand, but the guy that was talking was this one, Rig. Yeah. We have to leave this continent and go for Northgard. First we have to reach the shore to the north. And so his saga begins. Getting started. Okay. Here is our build button. We have some buildings on the village menu. The most important one at the beginning is the scout camp. It is required to search our adjacent areas using scouts. This is one territory and it is being bordered by this one, another one, and these two as well. So first we have to explore them by using scouts, and afterwards we can colonize by using food. Food is being gathered by villagers that are basically doing nothing. We also have wood that we need it for building and using it as firewood, like in the kingdoms and castles. And we also have crowns, which is basically money. Every territory has some specific things on it, like this one has wheat. And you can also see the little number right here, building. This means that we can build in total 3 buildings, not anymore. Here there is a forest, which means we have an extra production on wood. And on this one, it's a fertile land, which means that we have the ability to build a farm, which of course means that we have more food during the summer. Also here is our happiness. If our people are happy, we get more of them. If they are not, we have some debuffs on production and eventually we are going to starve. Right here is our victory conditions, our diplomacy, and here is year 1. It says what month it is, and it's all basically summer and winter. In winter we are going to use more firewood and we are going to produce less food. So let's begin playing. Our brand here is basically our war chief. He can go outside of our territory as well as the warband. Right here we have only the warrior available. The villagers cannot get out of our owned territory. We have to keep this in mind. Yes, of course there are some ruins or shipwrecks found in some territories. We have to first colonize the area and afterwards we can explore them in order to get lore, which is basically science, money and wood. Sometimes wood as well. Let's start colonizing for food. Our brand right here is going to have a problem. Okay, he didn't die, so that's good. Let's start building firstly our farm. And here we're going to build our woodcutter. That's why I have been waiting and not building anything. If we don't have a woodcutter, we're not going to be able to get wood, and eventually we're going to basically lose. Because you have no other way in getting wood without the cutters. We cannot cut these trees by giving an order to the villagers. So now you see I'm building also a house because our population is at maximum capacity. And this villager right now is doing nothing because there is no village and no house in order to put the food in. And if we click on the woodcutter slots, he's going to become a lumber, a woodcutter, and he will start making wood for us. And of course, we need to keep them happy, so we're going to build the Hall of Skalds. As you can see, they're producing fame and happiness because of the clan that we have. Every clan has its own abilities, and they add a little flavor to the game. Yeah, we found it. We found the coast. We have to colonize this area, it says, and build a longship dock. It's going to take a while, because between the coast and us there are lots of wolves. This means that we will have to recruit a warrior, at least 1, maybe 2. I'm going to get the scout back. There's no reason for us to have 2 scouts now. Put him into farming duties. Here you see the damaged house. We scout it and we get money and wood. Now that we have healer's hut, we're going to add 2 guys to heal our wounded war chief. And when they finish, they're going to produce food for us. It's not that their only task is to heal our people. Now that we finally have a training camp, we're going to recruit our first warrior and go off to kill the 4 wolves that are in this territory that has deer in it. We needed to make more food. We're going to hunt the deer. And make our lives easier. That's something that I forgot to talk about. Our military troops are going to be weaker during the winter unless we get a special technology that negates this effect. Okay, this is a lot of wolves. Just kill this one and go. There were 6, so probably one of them was going to attack us. Every now and then, wolves are going to attack you, or draugrs, it's another creature that roams in Northgard. Of course, still we're not in Northgard, so we only have wolves and this little brown bear. If I can find it right here. It's not that little. And it's really strong. I thought it would be chill the whole winter, but in the end, right in the end, a wolf dared to attack our territory. That's nothing. Now that it's summer, it's our turn. I also recruited an extra warrior just to make it easier for our soldiers to kill the wolves. That shouldn't happen. That was really, really bad. They died really fast. I mean, it is on extreme. So maybe that's the reason. We're going to try again. Yeah. Now it's even raining. I did not expect this for sure. Come on, it's only 4 wolves. They started targeting our warriors and I didn't manage to get them out of there. I'm sorry, my warriors. I really mismanaged them. There are 2 brown bears in here. This is going to be a really big problem. Let's not wait. Let's kill it now. First we kill the first brown bear, and if we're able, we're going to kill the second one as well. I'm sorry. Our war chief is of course tankier than the warrior, so I want him to go in first, which I didn't do previously with the wolves. Yeah, okay, I don't think that we're going to be able to kill it. Or maybe we are. If I sacrifice the warrior, I'm not going to sacrifice it. It's a human being. Although they are Vikings, and in the previous game they were constantly raiding us. Now we see that they had problems as well. Not a problem. Right on time. As you can see, we are starting to lose money. Did I just put 2 guys to go to the... No. We only need 1. There's no reason to have 2 for now. We don't want to have really a lot of people. So probably this is going on during the years that they were trying to raid us. And now that they saw that they cannot do anything, they're going to leave for Northgard, another continent, and maybe someone that is not so able to resist like we were to raid. I know it says only year 2, but it's 250 years, come on. Yeah, we're going to find Hagen in Northgard. So that's the first chapter. We're going to go straight. As you can see, I even achieved the chapter 1 Exodus. So now you know this is the first time I'm playing this game. Let's go for the extreme as well. If you go back to the first chapter, here you can see that because we finished the first one for the first time, we also have the bonus objectives. Explore all the damaged houses, for example, and have minimum 500 food. If you want to repeat it, yes, it's a nice thing to do. So let's go on. We are finally setting foot in Northgard.
My companions' eyes were shining with ambition. They were eager to set foot on the untamed lands of Northgard and reap its wonders. But my heart was tormented by a darker appetite. Vengeance.
We have finally reached Northgard. For the first time. Our war chiefs and a few villagers. Yeah, that's what I said, Eric. That was a mistake. How are we going to leave? Colonize 8 territories. Here is our first objective. They also excel when it comes to happiness and fame. Oh yeah. Now we have everything. You can see stone, iron, population and lore right here. This is our technology tree. Some of them are the same for every clan, and these ones with the little icon are specific ones for our own, and here are the great, let's say, technologies. If you get all 3 of them, then you get the 4th one and you win, if you play skirmish, of course. Let's start with the scout camp again. It's a very specific opening that you have to do. Scout camp, double scouts, search for the areas that have no wolves in it, and then you are good to go, basically. You of course have to prioritize wood and then food. As you can see, I'm not building anything yet, except for, of course, the scout camp. We need minimum 50, as you can see right here. And now we have more buildings to produce, the production buildings. Of course, our military. When we start making some of them, I'm going to explain. I mean, for the military, of course. We have also the organized feast. We get more happy, we produce more, and we get, of course, fame. Because, yeah, we are the great people that are feasting when they are literally in the worst continent that they could be. Here's our limit for our warriors. The stone is being used to upgrade our buildings. They have some buffs, of course, and of course we have iron, which is being used to recruit your war chief and upgrade the tools of your people. Yeah, so now we have 3 wolves. 3 wolves again, really? Let's kill the wolves on the forest. I'm already making food. What I'm not making is wood. Here's our forge, the guys that are upgrading our tools, and of course they can make some relic. We're going to build one later on, so let's not bother with it right now. Of course we have the trading post, which means money and trade. Marketplace, we get more money and we can buy stuff. and the long ship, which is we rating our poor kingdoms and castles. Yeah, it is the first time that they see a drought. Yeah, they are right next to the Circle of Stones, which is a good lore place. Now he's explaining how we get the stone and iron and what they do. What do you mean I'm under attack? Whoa, whoa, whoa. This was unexpected. They are playing dirty. I was watching at the cutscene. Oi. Whatever happens, don't let Brand get killed. 2 healers. Right up. If someone is wounded, as you can see right here, they have reduced production. So it is really important not only to heal our warriors, but also heal our villagers. This fertile land is alone, it is not connected to anything. And it has wheat, of course, and 1 ship. The ship is reducing by 20% the firewood during the winter being used in the specific zone that it is in. So basically you just pick the zone that has the most buildings or the most expensive ones to sustain and you put it there. Let's go get some wolves killed. Yeah, we know, don't worry. Let's get our first ever lore. We're going to get the sharp axes. This one is for the skulls. This is for our military units to be better. But this is for more wood. And we need more wood. Let's colonize it. By the way, the healer's hut always prioritizes healing the soldiers instead of the villagers. So you have to select first the healer, right, like I did right now, and then it's going to heal Brand. Yeah, I'm sorry, but sometimes it's more important to heal production workers. There's another clan, Halvard. The Goat Clan. Right here, they keep fighting. I hope this villager doesn't die. They want us to help them. How? Ah, we have to kill the wolves. How are we even going to get there? Come on. Let's see. Both the lands right here have 4 wolves, so we have to heal Brand completely and then go to get them. I'm going to let this scout keep searching for areas. We need to find a way to get to the Goat Clan. Not from here, that's for sure. Sometimes you do have to see the other side of the coin. I mean, this guy could be the guy that was leading the barbarian, the Viking troops. You know, with the little armies that they had. There was always a guy that was taller and buffier, so this is the guy. 2.5 armor is nothing compared to our 10. So now that we have pacified this area, the only areas that can attack us are this one with the 4 wolves and this one with the 2 draugrs, the undead warriors. Oh, this guy has the shield bearer and an axe thrower and the warrior. So basically, the warrior is the main unit to do everything. All around good. The axe thrower is of course throwing axes from afar. His damage is greater than the warrior, but his life and armor is less. And the shield bearer is great at getting focused by archer fire. The damage that he gets from ranged attacks is less than any other guy or warrior, let's say. And of course his health is greater. Let's not forget about the health. Let's however get first the fisherman and the food silo. The food silos, as you can see, increase the food production by specialized workers by 10%. In the zone, of course, in the same zone. And it increases our maximum food storage. So we'll get the colonization, just to get this a little bit faster. As you can see, it's on 80 now. Like the one that we colonized right here. It was on 80 as well. At some point we're going to grow very fast, and we have to keep up with our growth. This is the greatest challenge that you are going to have in Northgard, except apart of course from the attacks that are happening every year. We almost lost Brand there. I wasn't looking. So in terms of synergies, what you want to do is have the trading post and the marketplace together in the same zone, because if you upgrade one of them, the gold production goes to the whole zone. So with one upgraded, let's say, trading post, you also buff the merchants in the marketplace. But other than this, of course there is the synergy with the food silo and the food production buildings. The Woodcutter's Lodge is a really standalone building, doesn't matter where you put it, except of course from being in a forest. The Healer's Hut, okay, he can be as well in a food silo zone. And the carved stone could be with a circle of stones, because as you can see, they produce 10% more lore in this specific zone. So these are the main synergies that you can have with the buildings in Northgard. Let's get some raiders. We shall raid for fame, not for lore. Our clan's focus is on fame. We need more fame, of course. And our victory condition is to get these objectives. And not win by lore or something like that. The deposits are of course limited. There's only 35 for this specific stone. And if we could see an iron deposit, you would see that this is the same for everything. It's forcing you to be fast. Not only acquiring the zones, but also mining the deposits. You have this constant fear of getting another clan taking your deposits right under your nose. We have no villagers. That's weird. We can keep killing wolves just to prepare our advance. That's what we are going to do. We have reached the title Thane. This is because of the fame. A boat brings plus 50 food, wood and crowns and lore and stone for each 200 fame. So a boat is going to come, probably. Where is it? Yeah, it's going to come at some point, I hope. The winter has fallen on Northgard. So now we wait. And we colonize. We can only colonize this one. And of course we have to search with scouts right here, this area. We have reached the 8 territories, so now we just have to kill the wolves. Let's upgrade our town hall. As you can see, it increases our maximum population and our growth by 20%. So now we're going to get even more people, which means we need another Hall of Skulls. This only one is not enough. But the next thing that we're going to upgrade is our woodcutter's lodge, because our wood is not nearly enough. There are 4 draggers right here. Yeah, that's not great. The woodcutter's lodge, as every other production building, when upgraded, it's adding a buff for the woodcutters or the corresponding worker, and it has now 3 jobs, not only one. Not only one, I mean not only 2. We're already on, instead of plus 8 to plus 9, and when the 3rd guy starts working, we're at plus 15. You can also develop a zone for 100 crowns, which means that we can build more buildings in this specific zone. I forgot to talk about it. And if we upgrade our training cap, our warriors are getting a greater attack, and of course we can again make more warriors. So let's upgrade it now. Can they go? No, they cannot. That was a mistake. Well, actually, search this one. I think it's only one territory separating us. And these 4 draggers. So because I want this area to be protected, I'm going to build a defense tower far away from the neighboring areas. I mean, if we had a villager, I would begin right now. Because it can fire to any enemy in the zone. But, for example, this dragger is a melee dragger, and it has to walk all the way to the other side of the zone in order to start hitting our defense tower. This way we are maximizing its survivability, and of course the damage that it applies to the invaders. Let's get one warrior back, I don't want to lose him. And we are under attack, oh no. This is luck. If this isn't luck, I mean, what is? Why did he even go there? Come on, go back. We have finished with the scouting. There's no reason to have scouts anymore. Let's get another healer's hut maybe, just to heal faster. We have to first heal all of our warriors and then push forward. We waited through winter patiently. We even got a boat full of supplies. So now is the time to try and push for the goat clan. The brown bear is the toughest of all dangers in this zone. That's why we are focusing it down. And now we are going to kill easily the Dragus. I have to cycle, of course, the warriors, just to make sure that they are not going to die. There are 6 wolves already. Maybe we are overreaching, let's go back. We want to play it safe. Not because we cannot afford losing someone, but because there's no reason. There's no real reason for us to lose someone. Our clan wants better houses. Yeah, figured you would want some. I'm going to upgrade both of them. Now we don't have this minus in happiness. And as you can see, our 2 healers' hats are healing 2 people at once. Our own Brand. Brand the Brave. Or Brand the Proud. Brand the Proud, yeah, it's better. We can hear the lumberers of the Goat Clan chopping away. Oh, that's a lot of wolves. I'm going to check, as you can see, I'm checking their lives here just to be able to cycle them properly. They are already colonizing the wolf den, and since he's our ally, we're able to heal our people when being in his territory. We're going to wait a little bit as well right now. Okay, so he has colonized the plain. He's not going to help us get the wolves, of course. This is something that we're going to do on our own. Let's get this warrior back. As you can see, cycling is really important when fighting. Yeah, okay, we did it. We killed all the wolves, didn't we? Oh, there's one more? Oh, come on. Where was that wolf? It just spawned? Really? Did we kill all of them? Come on, we killed all of them. Ah, okay, finally. They had to colonize it as well. Of course, our greater clan is going to help the Goat Clan. Or the Hydrun Clan. The Goat Clan has pledged the allegiance to us. Here's our second achievement. You're going to see every time. It's something that shows that I have never played this campaign. So on the next chapter, we are going to play as the Goat Clan. I'm going to say a few things for the Goat Clan before we're going to leave. We start with 1 ship. We can build shipfolds, as you can see. They have completely different fame bonuses and of course starting bonuses. As you can see, the Clan of the Stag is different. So it is what I said, that every clan has its own favor. They're not playing exactly the same. And this is only the beginning. These are 2 clans. There are people that have, let's say, specialized on 2 or 3 specific clans out of the, in total, I think there are 12 now with all the DLCs. They are really a lot. And to be honest, it's really difficult not to, let's say, learn how to play with every single clan, but being able to play good with every clan. I think it's near impossible. And in preparation for chapter 3, I am going to leave you. I want to say thank you for embarking on our new playthrough and trying to tame the wild lands of Northgard, searching for vengeance for the father of Rig. Thank you very much. If you liked this video, consider liking and subscribing. If you didn't, maybe you could say on down below in the comments what you didn't like. Maybe it is something that I can fix. And I will see you on the next one. Have a nice night.